I'm Dr. Gary Michels,
I'm Dr. Chris Gauquie.
and we are transforming lives one smile at a time. My name is Gary Michels, and I have been a dentist in Greenville, North Carolina, starting my 43rd year of serving Eastern North Carolina.
My name is Chris Gauquie. I'm a dentist here in North Carolina. I've been practicing here with Gary Michels since 1999, so this will make my 24th year as partners with Dr. Michels.
Well, when I became a dentist, that was what I wanted to do, is open my own space, and I had to decide where, and it just so happened that I had a brother who had been practicing optometry in Kinston, North Carolina for about 7 years, and I decided I wanted to stay near my family, so I was looking around here, and I almost went to Kinston. At the time, Kinston was about the same size as Greenville in 1972. The reason I chose Greenville initially was for family reasons, and it turned out to be a great decision.
So I grew up in North Carolina, but I grew up in the Raleigh area. I went to a school in Virginia. Before I graduated, I had full intentions to come back to North Carolina and practice dentistry. I even had a job lined up 6 months before I ever graduated school. Before I took that job, I decided to check out other opportunities. One of those opportunities was here in Greenville. So I went on an interview with Gary Michels. I have no affiliation with Greenville whatsoever. I never went to school here, I have no family here. But there was something different about that experience and that interview which made me decline my other job opportunity and actually move here to Greenville to start my first year as a practicing dentist. That was 24 years ago. Me and Gary have been partners ever since, and that has led to where we are today.
So I can remember I had worked as an associate dentist here for a few years, and then finally went out in 1987 and opened my own practice. And I can remember after a hard day's work, walking to the front of the office. We had 2 large chart containers up there for our patient charts, and I looked in the first one and there were no charts, and I looked in the second one and there were 3 charts. And so that was in 1987, and then today we have a very large practice. And how did we do that? Well, we learned very quickly that we wanted to provide excellent dental care to people, but a lot of times they didn't really know what was going on in their mouth, but they did know how they were being treated as a person. So we took that as a foundation for our practice. Today we have the 4 parts of our values. We call it compassion, innovation, character, and accountability. And utilizing that core value system and just taking care of people on a personal basis, I think is the secret sauce and why we've been able to serve our community so well over this time. Well, I think Greenville is a very special place, and I can remember the very first night I arrived in Greenville. I unloaded my belongings and put them in a little apartment and decided to go downtown and have some dinner, and my car broke down. And I still made it downtown to have dinner and back to my apartment, but I had to call the next day and have a filling station pick up my car. And they called me later and said it was ready to be picked up. I went there and I said, "It's great, how much do I owe you?" They said, "You don't owe me anything." I said, "You fixed my car, what's wrong?" He said, "There was just a minor thing. We fixed it, and we just want to do that for you." And I eventually was talked into that, but it just made me realize the kind of people that I was dealing with in such a, just hadn't even been here one day. So, but it has been I think it was chosen for me rather than me choosing it. But it's turned out to be a wonderful place that, just very nice schools. We also have a higher level education. ECU, we have the ECU Pirates, we have a dental school, medical school, nursing school. We're close to the beach. So really I think that whoever was making decisions for me back then made a good one, and I'm glad that I decided to be able to practice here.
So when I think of Greenville, what sticks out in my mind is when I moved here, I was 26 years old. My 26 years of my life was basically spent in school And now I'm a new young professional, starting my second half of my life. I'm 51 years old now. And so the last half of my life has been spent in Greenville. I got married in Greenville. I've had 3 children in Greenville. I've raised my entire family here in Greenville. So to me, when I think of Greenville, I think it's my home, and that just brings warmth to my heart to know that I've helped the community and raised my family in a beautiful place in the state. It is definitely part of our culture here at Michels Gauquie that we do a fair amount of charitable contributions or charitable work in the community, and it really just stems from the culture that we try to instill and grow here in our office with ourselves, with our team members, and we have 40 people now that work with us on our team, and they're very open to giving back to the community in multiple ways.
You know, I think when you start your career, whatever it is, I think that you maybe have a finite amount of time or thought you think that you may retire. And you know, I find it very interesting that the more I practice, the less I want to retire. And it's because I feel like that our organization is having such a meaningful impact on our community in terms of giving back. And you know, we built I call it a dental family here. And I also jokingly say that on given days, my dental family is better than my biological family. True, but but we have patients that that will get a medical diagnosis, and they'll come by and tell my staff before they'll go home and tell their loved ones. And so, I think that we give back to our community in many ways, and even the dental part of it. I think that by providing just high-level dental care and having learned skills over a period of decades, I just feel like it's a service. It's kind of one of my patients today used the word ministry. It's our ministry that we feel like we good at what we do, and we want to help people. Of course, we take it further than that, from like mission trips in the Dominican Republic. And one cute thing I think that we do is that if you get your teeth cleaned in our office and you choose to get fluoride on your teeth, we will put together a home care kit, and we will make sure that home care kit gets in the hands of some deserving child in Eastern North Carolina. So what's keeping me going, is inspired, is that I feel like that I'm having an impact.
So when you initially become in the workforce, obviously you're always concentrated about going to work. You feel like it's just a job. As I've grown my skills, I've grown my practice, I've grown my team members. So now it's not really a job anymore. Now it's kind of a way of life. To be able to provide a high-level service to caring patients is, if that doesn't encourage you, to inspire you to come to work, then I really don't know what does.
Well, when you've been on the earth as long as I have, I think that you wake up every morning just feeling grateful. I think that I'm grateful to be here. My health, the first thing I think about is my biological family, but then I quickly think about the family that I've created here in Greenville, and I'm so appreciative of that, and appreciative that I have every day that I feel like that I can make a difference. And so, I would invite those people that would like that kind of care to come and visit us, and you can have my promise that we'll take excellent care of you.
So I'd like to say thank you for the opportunity for you to listen to my story. I genuinely enjoy my life here in Greenville. I truly believe in what we do and what we can provide for our patients, and we're definitely open to providing that wonderful service for you if that's something that you're interested in.